All right, it's time. Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 742. April 17th, 2023. And I swear to fucking Christ, the first air horn, I'm kicking you out of the Discord. On the show this week, we got Asshole Anthony.
That wasn't even me! What the fuck is this? Go fuck yourself, Ken.
We got Drew.
Go. Yourself.
I'm here.
We got Terrence.
I'm here.
And we got the Wombat. Okay, you didn't get to play with it before the show, and now you're going to abuse the hell out of it. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's right.
Oh my god.
This show brought to you by the Discord soundboard.
Oh, all six sounds of it, because it's up.
Oh, this is going to be good.
No,
Everybody's already turned it off. Thanks. Anyway. Holy crap. Alright, let's talk about video games. We'll kick it off with Drew.
Okay. I finished Yakuza Like a Dragon. Thank you. That is that's probably one of the best games I've ever played. No kidding. That I don't know what it is. I like the Yakuza series a lot. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I love that series. The new take from the old Yakuza feel, it's almost reversed. So I think I said this before, but you know, you take a game with a very serious protagonist, and you put him in sub stories that are goofy as hell, and you see the straight man going into the comedy, right?
Miracle Johnson.
Yeah, Miracle Johnson. Or
I think
what was the Steven Spielberg spinoff guy?
Steven Spinning.
Steven Spinning. There you go.
Spining. I think it's Spining because it's not. Yeah, and what really gets me is the pizza ad for a real pizza chain that has to do with human trafficking.
Pizza time.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Pizza time.
No, it's La Pizza or something like that.
I just played Turtles in Time, sorry. Pizza time.
Pizza power.
Ken's going to be his own soundboard.
Right.
Slice and dice.
He's going old school.
Slice and dice. Slice and dice.
Pizza La. That's what it's. Pizza La. That's what it's called. And that's a real pizza place, and that was a real sub-story. Anyway, sorry. I just needed to bring those up because I've just recently done those, and those are really something else. The Miracle Johnson is just pure joy. The other one was uncomfortable.
So, but yeah, you take the opposite, right? So you got Kiryu, who is the very serious protagonist, and a serious story, but when you do the sub-stories, it's goofy. You reverse those roles in Like a Dragon. Ichiban Kasuga is a very goofy character, and he's thrown in serious situations, and it plays off that way, and it really, really works. So not just with the story, but obviously they changed it to a turn-based role-playing game, and that change completely rejuvenated that series to me. Because we played them all, right, 0 through 6, and going 7 games straight with the same beat 'em up action, while it's still good, you get burned out. By Yakuza 4 and 5, we were just like, dude, we're going through the motions. We barely did any of the sub stories because we just wanted to get through these games. With Like a Dragon, I did everything I could. There was a few things I obviously didn't do. So I didn't do the Dragon Kart stuff, which is straight up, there is Mario Kart in this game. You can play Mario Kart in this game. It's not as polished as Mario Kart. There's a full-on business management system in this game. There is what they call part-time hero, which is kind of like your checklist of completing everything. But you can just go and do a bunch of battles to save people. And there's one where a guy ran out of toilet paper, and you have to give him toilet paper. It's ridiculous stuff.
That's my favorite mission in Majora's Mask. That's what it
But-
reminds me of. Your description of that reminds me of Majora's Mask, and one of them is literally giving him a hand in a toilet paper.
No, that's this happens in Like a Dragon as well. And then I grinded so many levels. I grinded so many Battle Coliseum fights to get all the materials I needed to get the best weapon in the game, and I got it. And that probably took me 8 hours, and I was never bored. I was never just I never got sick of it. Like that was the thing. It was like. And sure, if I have another 6 games like this, I may get sick of it. I don't know, but the change to the style of the game was very significant. And I think it really helped out the entire series. I cannot wait for the next game. And I would say easily, I don't know if it break my top 10, but if you give me maybe do a top 20 of games of all time. This would be one of them.
Top 20, go Drew, come on.
I don't. Yeah, right. That would take a long time to come up with, but yeah.
God damn it! Stop it.
But I think I don't know what it is about that game. It's so goofy, but then there's so many heartfelt moments. Like the ending of this game is hardcore. Like really really emotional. Really. And I've watched a few videos based on this. Like a Dragon is like I know the writers of the game deliberately wanted to set it up this way. It's basically a parody of real world stuff that happens in Japan. So they really push this whole like you are a homeless man. Like you start out this game with nothing. And like the first probably 5 chapters of this game, like finding 1,000 yen is like, holy crap, I'm rich now. And they pushed that because they wanted it to be kind of a parody of how people in Japan feel about their homeless and how they treat their foreigners and their downtrodden characters. And they really push it in this game, and I think it's really, really well done. Like there's a whole long series of this company called Bleach Japan, which is all about eliminating the gray zones. But you're one of the guys who lives in this gray zone where like you live in a soap land, like that's where you live, that's your apartment, and they want to get rid of that. And they're like, okay, well, you're trying to get rid of my home. They really push that. It works really well, even if they are telling a entertaining and goofy story at times. And like I said, the end of this game was tugging at your heartstrings there, man. It was really, really good. There's some great stuff in there. So yeah, I thought that game was absolutely fantastic. If you've never played that game, and you don't necessarily have to have played the other Yakuza games to enjoy this. Will you miss some things? Absolutely. But you can get a lot of enjoyment and understand the majority of it without having to play the other Yakuza games. Anybody out there who's a fan of like turn-based role-playing games should play this. I know that obviously it's 3 years old now. But I'm sure you can pick it up at a really good sale, and that game will last you easily 40 hours. It lasted me probably around 50.
Still on Game Pass?
It is still on Game Pass, yeah. All the Yakuza games are on Game Pass right now.
Except for Ishin.
Yeah, except for Ishin. Yeah. Yeah, I played that, finished that up, and then we started up our next Phoenix Down game, which is Halo Reach. I have never played Halo Reach before.
Good game.
It's a good game.
My favorite Halo game.
Yeah,
like that. Good. That's you can tell a difference. Like right away, I could tell a difference between a Bungie Halo and a 343 Halo.
I mean,
the end of that game is so freaking great. Like the last mission and everything is just amazing.
It is so good.
It's definitely my favorite Halo.
It's crazy how you can make a good Halo game without Master Chief, right?
That's crazy.
Right?
Funny how that works.
And is there any particular reason why they have like made Halo or made Master Chief like mysterious?
What do you mean mysterious?
Bad writing.
Like they never show his face. he's always like his past is a mystery kind of thing and stuff like
it's
that.
not really.
It's not.
anymore.
It's all in the books. I mean,
The only thing
Well, I don't read
is
the I don't read the books.
But even then, like, it's kind of discussed in the games. But the problem is, like, if you just play the first person shooters, that's not the whole story anymore, which is a fucking stupid decision.
you gotta load the Xbox
But it's-
app, Halo Waypoint to get all of the
God,
story.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Is that still a thing?
No, not now.
The problem with Halo in general now is, like, it's going off the Star Wars method of, like, yeah, everything that exists in this galaxy surrounds the events of one fucking person. Which it didn't when Bungie had it. Like, that was just a small part of a bigger event. And yes, you were playing maybe the main character in that specific event, but that was the end of that story. And then, fuck you. No, it's not. 343 is gonna do some bullshit. I fucking still don't know what the fuck's happening in their games.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about Halo. Like, I've played 1, 3, 4. I'm playing Reach, and I've played parts of Infinite, and I played 5. I forgot I played Guardians.
Yeah, you forgot because
Okay,
it's a
well,
bad game.
you played 1 and 3. I mean, you played the good ones. I mean, and you're playing Reach now. You in there. I mean, you could go back and play 2, but you good.
Drew, are you guys going to play ODST too?
No. We did a poll and Reach won out against ODST. I did play ODST.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to play it as well, since they kind of connect to each other.
No, I have played ODST a long time ago.
Okay.
And I really like the atmosphere in that game. It's more of I would say almost like a survival game, where you're by yourself.
Yeah, it's
and you're
different.
Like this abandoned city kind of thing. But one of the things I like about Reach is, like, the Spartans have character.
Yes.
Like every Spartan acts different. They have a different personality, and it's not this stoic, stupid Master Chief crap. Master Chief has no personality whatsoever.
No.
He's
all.
almost like a robot. You could just make him a robot and be done with it.
That's a carryover from when Halo and Marathon were more connected. Like, the story of Marathon is becoming the one hero. There's a lot to the story of Marathon that is, like, way too weird, but, like, essentially the character that is the main character in Marathon, spoilers for a fucking 20, 30 plus
Nobody cares.
year-old game, is that you are the hero. There's only ever been one hero, and that hero exists throughout time. And that is... sure, but, like, essentially, like, take any mythological hero, that hero is still the hero. That is a constant. And that you are basically becoming greater than everything else that existed. God. And that the new world is Halo. And because Bungie owns Marathon and not Microsoft, they started removing that stuff. And, like, Ryan has mentioned in the past, like, Forerunners were people at one point, and that was retconned, even though that happened while Bungie was still on there. And, like, there was, like, the Flood was originally a concept for Marathon. Like, all this stuff had been building up for a long time, and all that stuff is gone now. So, like, now you just have a shell of a character that's Master Chief that's mysterious because, like, plot. But not really. That plot doesn't exist anymore because it can't, because it's not part of Halo, because it's not owned by Microsoft.
So let me ask you this: could they possibly shoehorn in Marathon lore into Destiny?
They have.
They have.
They have a bit. Yeah. There's now some of it is some of it's just kind of like
like an Easter egg.
Yeah, Easter
like
egg.
fan servicey, right?
Yeah, it feels more all more fan servicey than anything, unfortunately. Right. But, like, some of the stuff that's happening in Destiny is sort of stuff that's happened in Marathon, and some of the stuff that happened in Marathon was a lot like the stuff that happened in Halo, and, like, basically the story of Marathon involves an alien race using a weapon called I fucking hate saying it, the Working Cackentur. And the Working Cackentur is like an eldritch being that as soon as you unleash it, it just... all the rules are gone because it doesn't base its attacks on physics or known laws. And Durandal is the AI that the second game is named after, is trying to escape the end of time. And it's a lot. There's a lot of lore that they did, and that all kind of had to be thrown out as Microsoft started to separate from Bungie, as Bungie kept making Halo games. That's the reason why you stopped seeing the Marathon logo, and they started doing the what is it? The Forerunner logo changed over time because Bungie owns the rights to the original. It's weird. It's a weird, like, here's what happens when different people own the different rights to stuff, and the original writing team is gone, and they've gone on to different things, and I'll have to send you a video on it, Drew.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I know nothing of Marathon. I've never played it. I've seen a little bit of footage. That's about it. I don't know if I have any desire to play it. So, but now the Halo Reach is actually really good. I think I'm on like the third mission, fourth mission. I can't remember. But we're doing that for Phoenix Down. Since our very first game we ever did for Phoenix Down was Halo. So
just to warn you, Reach is so good it will retroactively make you even madder that Bungie's not making Halo games anymore.
There you go. But I'm playing that.
I mean, 5 was so bad that it retroactively made me angry that Bungie wasn't making the Halo games anymore.
I think the funny conversation around 5 was when that came out, we were all bitching and moaning, like, why can't you play as Master Chief? We're like, well, you gotta make a good game even if you're not playing as the Chief, I guess.
They changed. I still to this day I'm angry on how they changed those controls to something that just didn't make any fucking sense anymore.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm still fumbling with the Halo Reach controls. Because, man,
they play like it plays like the original Halo still, which is dated in comparison in some ways. But like, man, 4 to 5 was a jump, and then they totally undid most of the shit for Infinite. Like, 5 is such a fucking bizarre piece of shit. I waited in line. I'm still angry. At midnight to get that fucking game.
I'm still constantly throwing grenades when I'm wanting to look down my sights. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. But playing that. I play a lot of Overwatch too. I don't like Lifeweaver.
I didn't even play him. I think I got him once in Mystery Heroes. I hadn't played him.
I got him once in Mystery Heroes and I was able to save Terrence once from a May ice bolt.
I appreciate that too.
And then I instantly died.
We played with a guy. I don't remember who was in that match. I know it was Meg and Ken, maybe Terrence as well. We played with a random guy, and I was tanking, and the Reinhardt just kept fucking bull rushing, and I think he had 1 kill. He was very bad, but he was rushing in, and the Lifeweaver, that dude was on top of shit. Like, he was really good with that character already. Like, he pulled me out of the way at the perfect timing and stuff, and like, I can definitely see how that character will be used in great ways, but boy, do I see the nightmare scenario of someone that doesn't know what they're doing pulling you everywhere.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, the last thing I want to do is, like, earth shatter a whole team and then get pulled away by the Lifeweaver after doing it. It's just, I don't know. There's not been a character like that in this game. For 6 years, we've never had a character quite like this, and it's definitely going to have some growing pains with it. The one big thing I don't like is, and the reason why I don't really play Mercy is because I have to switch weapons. And I don't like the fact that I can't heal somebody and attack at the same time. You're making a support character useless and vulnerable when you do that. And it's just not for me. I know that I sent you guys a video of somebody who basically did a workshop and basically fixed Lifeweaver, where your attack is on the left trigger kind of thing, which I would be fine with that. Make it work like Mora. Why not? So I don't know. Played that. I jumped into Dead Space, the remake, Dead Space remake. Just a little bit. Only did I think of the first chapter. Man, that game looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And that game is still really good.
Dead Space is a great fucking video game.
Yes, it is. I need to play more of it. I've decided I'm going to go for some achievements in this game. So the first one I'm going to do is beat the game with just the plasma cutter.
I mean, it's not hard because the game gives you ammo for whatever gun you have equipped. So just put the rest of the guns in the inventory, like in the storage thing, and it'll only give you plasma gun ammo. So.
Yeah. I figured I'd do that on the normal difficulty before I try and jack up the difficulty. The problem is that they went a different route with an achievement, because Dead Space 2 had an achievement where you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, but you only get 3 saves throughout the entire playthrough. This game, you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty with only 1 save.
Yeah, that just sounds like a miserable time that I will never do.
Yeah, I was thinking, because I can do the 2 saves, or not the 2 saves, the 3 saves. Like, you can space those saves out.
You get a free one if you play on Xbox 360 too.
Yeah, I know. I just
You've watched the Sandwiches video. I know.
I have. The thing is, I'm not playing Dead Space 2. I want it because I like this game a lot, and I want to try and get as much as I can out of it. But the beating that game with just 1 save on the hardest difficulty just sounds like not fun to me.
I mean, playing most games on the hardest difficulty don't sound like fun to me. I'm just saying, I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. I'm playing Hi-Fi Rush on the hard difficulty.
Have
and
you beat
I'm enjoying it? No, not yet, but I mean I'm playing through it.
Nah, fuck that.
And I'm having a fun time with it. Have I died a few times? Absolutely. But I mean, they're pretty decent with their checkpoints in that game. So
I just don't have time to beat my head against the wall.
Well, see, I don't think I'm really beating my head against the wall in Hi-Fi Rush. It's mainly me not going with the timing of the beats, because the hard mode really pushes you need to do attacks on the beat kind of thing.
I wanted to do attacks on kind of the beat, so I could don't have to be the rhythm god.
Well, I just wanted to play the game how it was programmed to be played, so why not make myself do that? But yep. So I played Hi-Fi Rush as well. That game is fantastic. There's a lot of Game of the Year contenders out there so far, and we're not even halfway through the year.
Yeah, but there's no video games.
No.
They all suck.
The only thing good that's coming out this year is probably going to be Redfall. Oh,
yeah,
wait.
We'll talk about that later. That game will be fine.
I think that game will be fine too, but there are some things in it that I do not like.
Well, obviously,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. We'll talk about Redfall later.
Yeah. And that's about it, though.
All right. Well, I'll move on to Anthony.
Okay, so Yakuza 0 is amazing. I'm not breaking any new ground there. That Miracle Johnson, the fake pop song that they wrote for Definitely Not Michael Jackson, is actually really fucking catchy, and I love the dance minigame, even though I'm very bad at it. I love that game. I started with the Fist of the North Star game, which was probably for the best, because boy, the combat in Fist of the North Star got fucking tedious. Like, there's no quick finisher, really, that I know of in Yakuza 0 yet, anyways. And that is introduced very early on in Fist of the North Star. And I was like, okay, this is what combat is now. Like, it's just me hitting the circle button and hitting the circle button again.
You got to invest in yourself, man.
Yeah, that is something that I like, because Fist of the North Star doesn't do that. You have to earn the orbs to upgrade, and then this is just money, which is fantastic.
That is the only game it does it.
What do they do in the other games?
You get orbs.
God fucking damn it.
You get experience points that level up a bar, and then you lower the bar as you get skills.
Okay, well, anyways, I like it. Like, the main story is brilliant so far. But I honestly could just spend the rest of my life bowling in this fucking game, because it's one of my favorite mini games. I played more Overwatch. No one needs to hear about that. What else have I played? More Mario Kart 8, because it's a good fucking video game.
Fucking goat, man. God damn, that game was so good.
Yeah. And I started up the Battle Network collection, because that is one of my favorite game series of all time. Has one of my favorite games of all time in it, which is Mega Man Battle Network 3. This is the weirdest Mega Man Legacy collection yet. I know they had to do work on the Zero ZX collection, because the ZX games were DS titles. But this is a new translation for Battle Network. Like, all the text is not hard-coded into the ROM, because you can tell, because it's not a big pixelated font. It's just a font that is over top. Like, it is a vector-based font that you would use in, like, a photo editor. Which is fine. It's just very jarring to see. But I guess the good news is that it shows that they've put a bunch of effort into reworking these titles. So, you're going to have the fundamental problems. Like, Jay right now is complaining about the encounter rates, and that was always an issue in those titles. But they've added a bunch of stuff that never came over from Japan. So Battle Network 4 had a bunch of, like, these card things that you could scan and bring into the Game Boy Advance game. They didn't even try to bring that over here, thank God. There's a bunch of, like, event stuff that they would have, and again, never came over here, and now that's just accessible. You can choose whether or not to access it as well. I got it physically for the Switch, and it is actually one of those cartridges that puts 2 programs into your Switch menu, so it actually gives you Volume 1 and Volume 2. I was wondering how they would do it, but yeah, it has 2 startups. So if you want to play Battle Network 1 to 3, that is one option, and on the Switch, from the Switch menu, and 4 to 6 is the other. But yeah, it's exactly. The only thing that I would say that I don't like, and this is just a consistent across the board with all fucking remasters of old games, do not have smoothing on by default. I want to see the chunky pixels, because the smoothing option rarely looks good. It's not terrible in this game, but it's not done equally to everything. I don't know why that is, but, like, I was looking at some of the chips, which are, like, the cards you use to battle in Battle Network, and some of them are smoothed out, and some of them I would still see, like, the pixel lines, and I'm just like, what is going on with this smart filter thing that they've put on? So I just turned it off. The other is no black borders. I know that's a minimal problem, and they do have an option that has, like, there's, like, a border option that is pretty dark, so it's not too bad. But I hate that. Just let me play with the black sides on the screen. It's the same with the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. Just let me turn that off. That's a pretty, like, that is less work. But a lot of options in this, and I'm really impressed with how much work they did. I was questioning whether it would be as good as the Wii U ports, which were just kind of, like, slightly modified ROMs, because everybody talks about how if you on the Wii U back when the store was open, if you bought Super Mario Advance for Super Mario Brothers 3, you got all the e-reader levels, making it the best way to play Super Mario Brothers 3, essentially. The same thing was sort of done with the Battle Network games, because you couldn't do link battles or link trading. If you just went to that option, the ROM would basically send a bit of code into the game and give you all the chips from the other game, or the things that you would need to unlock from the other game, and then you could just play the whole game single player and never have to communicate with anyone else. I don't know how that's done in this game, but it's not the same option, so it's a bit different. But yeah, I'm still impressed. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I also like the menu and the fact that Mega Man talks to you, because I'm lame like that. But yeah, that's kind of it for me. I mean, I've been pouring my time into Yakuza because, like, fuck, that game is fucking brilliant. Drew keeps getting updates every time something happens.
All right, we can move on to Terrence.
All right. I don't really have. I guess I'm gonna be like Anthony is normally. I don't have a whole lot to talk about because the stuff that I was playing, I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one. So yeah, I can't talk about the Dead Island 2 or the Minecraft Legends yet. So
no, Minecraft
but
Legends embargo is up.
Oh, that's right. It is. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So Minecraft Legends. All right. Let's talk about some Minecraft Legends. I'm not a Minecraft guy. I don't like the tree punching one, the original one. But I liked Dungeons. I don't know, the kind of like the art style and like the music in Minecraft is very I don't know, it's very relaxing to me. I don't know. I like those. I like the vibe they're putting out. So I messed with the Legends game, and it's not what I thought it was. So it plays like a real-time strategy game, but instead of controlling it, like an overlord, high in the sky, like in StarCraft or something like that, you're on the battlefield. So you're a hero on a mount, and you have like a diamond sword. And you just like in a real-time strategy, you construct these buildings where you can build your mobs. There's like the stone melee mob that's good for like destroying buildings and structures. There's there's ranged ones that can shoot arrows and stuff. There's ones that can heal. And then you'll run into and save some of the other denizens of Minecraft, like the creepers, the zombies, and the skeletons. And then you can also build them into your army as well. So the whole thing about the game, like the story mode, is like these piglins have invaded from the Nether and they're taking over this overworld. And these three beings bring you this hero to counteract that. So it plays out. There's a day and night cycle. By day, you build up, you get resources, which is done with these like fairy creatures called LAs. Resource gathering is literally like you have a little hot bar and you say, I need some wood. So you click the little wood thing and you hover out the menu and it'll make this gigantic blue box that if there's trees around, it'll be blue. If not, it'll just like a red thing because there's a resource in the area.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Just getting the wood so you can come off the side of the boat.
I hate it here. so much.
Oh my god, I knew somebody was going to do some shit and it was all the wrong one. You didn't do the badum tis. What's wrong with you?
No. Anyways, well, you should have hit the badum tis. But so I should have said stone. You collect some stone, some rocks. But anyway, you put this blue thing out and good job. And it automatically, the LAs automatically collect all the resources. So it's kind of like a set it and forget it thing. Like you'll see them collecting the stuff. It'll, be in your display of your different resources. You'll see you're getting it, but like you let them do their thing. And then you go out and fight. So basically the campaign, you have to take down these piglin forces. There's 4 main bases of varying difficulty. And as you progress this overworld, which is huge, full of different biomes, winter, desert, swamp, all the stuff from the Minecraft game, I would imagine. They all have different materials, but the piglins, you'll come across different bases and stuff that are hidden by the fog of war, and there's stuff where you'll destroy those, and you get a currency that you can use to upgrade your equipment and the buildings at your base. So you have to, and it's this loop of you have to destroy piglin bases to get the currency to upgrade your stuff to then go after the bigger piglin bases. It's not bad. Kind of like I would say like a baby's first, kind of real time strategy. Like I said, it's not Overlord, but you kind of controlling everything from the ground. The controls need a little work. Especially once you get into the heat of things, it's a little difficult to control your mobs because they don't have like command groups. So if you're playing StarCraft or Command and Conquer, you can have. I personally, if I'm having like doing StarCraft and I'm playing Protoss, I'll have like a squad of carriers on 1. I'll have a squad of Dark Templar on 2. I'll have some Reavers and Dragoons on 3. And so you can command your stuff by that. So if I want 1 and 2 to do this, I hit 1, go here, 2, do that. You don't have that flexibility in this. You can send units out one at a time, or just in a group. But you can't like tell them to go here while this set goes here. Like it's I don't know. It's real cumbersome the way they have it set up. Not to mention that once you send them out to do something, like to go fight, they don't come back to you. Like there's no button that you can press to be like, all right, everybody, come on back. No, you have to ride your mount to go physically out to them and then press the little rally button, which is the X, and it's the banner of courage, to rally them back to you so they'll follow you so you can move on to the next thing. It is a lot. So seasoned folk that play RTSs, that type of stuff will probably get on your nerves, but it's not bad. The multiplayer is where this game is the most fun, though. It plays out like those RTS games. So there's 1v1 up to 4v4. The maps are randomly generated every level. It's still the same big overworld. It's full of different biomes. There'll be random piglin towers and stuff. Same rules apply. You need to destroy those piglin towers to be able to upgrade your base. But obviously the object here is to destroy the other player's base. Lots of different strategies that can be involved because of, depending on how many people you have playing, because you can divide and conquer. So, 2 of y'all can be on a resource. One person can be back here, gathering or building the base up, and spinning the resources, because it's all a single resource, when you play in multiplayer. So everybody pulls from the same thing. So you can, give up different roles. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. And it's something that I think that console, at least for me as an RTS fan, that hasn't had. And I'm looking forward to actually playing the multiplayer more. I wasn't able to do it too much because only the people that were reviewing it had it. So I was able to catch a couple of people online in matches. But yeah, it's not, if you're interested in RTSs and if you like Minecraft, you probably already own it. But yeah. Other than that, I played a couple of. Those aren't embargo. No, they're not. Those indie games.
No, those are good.
You mess with those. Okay. So the one I actually really love, the Cannon Dancer Osman. I don't know. Did you mess with that? Did you play?
I played like one level. It's kind of like Strider.
Yeah, it is, definitely. So like it's cool because I can't tell if this is a remake of a
it's an old
game.
Arcade game. It's an old game, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like two different ones. Because like Cannon Dancer is like the Japanese version, actually. Like if you pick it on the menu thing, like everything is in Japanese, and there's like subtle differences with like the background and some of the colors and stuff. And then the Osman, or however you say it, is like the English one. So maybe that's what it was when it came stateside. But yeah, it's basically like Strider. So it's arcade. You're moving left and right. Doing martial arts kicks, people explode because when people die and get kicked, they, explode. Explosions are everywhere. Actually, everything explodes in this arcade game. It's got the was it like the chiptune kind of music? I don't know. The whole it took me back. Like I was man, I miss arcades. Go ahead.
I looked it up. Produced by Mitchell Corp in 1996. Many ex-Capcom staff, including Koichi Yotsui, worked on the original arcade version of Strider and designed Osman as a unofficial sequel to Strider. Apparently,
Ah.
the game's bizarre plot supposedly mocks the director's experience at Capcom after Strider.
Ha.
Okay, I was going to talk about the plot is bonkers. Like you're after some sorceress who's trying to like enslave people. Like the cutscenes are so 90s, and that makes sense now. Are so 90s arcade. Like I don't know, the whole thing. I was just smiling the whole time while I'm playing it. And it has like the arcade version where you have to, put in quarters and you can't, cheat. You have to play by the rules. And they have like I guess the regular version where you can have like an invincible jump, unlimited lives, stuff like that. You can tweak it. You won't get achievements, of course, for those that try to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Did you dig what you played, Ken?
Yeah, I like it. I'm a Strider fan. I liked Strider 1 and 2, and I did not like Strider 2 on the Genesis. That was pretty bad. But I did really, really like what is the name of that company that did the remake, the Metroidvania one? Like, oh my god.
Oh, the one on Xbox.
Yeah, they also did
I have it
Killer
on
Instinct.
Xbox. Yeah.
And then they got bought by Amazon, and now they're disappeared.
Yep.
Iron
Yeah,
Galaxy.
I can't think of his name. Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy
not Iron
was...
Galaxy. It's the other one. Iron Galaxy finished Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
It was
they
the
finished
first
Killer
studio.
Instinct. I had Project Helix, something like that, wasn't it?
Double Helix.
Double
Yeah,
Helix. There
Double
you go.
Helix. That's it. Yeah.
Yep, their last game was UFOs Love Cows on Android, which came out the same year as Strider.
They were
Amazon's squandering
like,
them.
They were like on the up and up. Like after doing that Strider and then doing Killer Instinct, and it's like, oh man, they're gonna be awesome. And Amazon bought them and just fuck.
They did nothing.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah, because I have one of my friends, told Mr. Blacklove, but he is a fan of Killer Instinct.
Oh, it's a great fucking game. It's a great fucking game.
Yeah. Like, he still plays the tournaments and stuff on Twitch and everything like that. The audience, because he sends me clips and stuff, like the fan base that they have is still like rabid for that game. Like, man, it's a shame Microsoft ain't done nothing with it.
Double Helix did some weird fucking shit. Jesus. Silent Hill Homecoming, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra,
That
Front
is the
Mission Evolved.
G.I. Joe
Green-
Rise of Cobra. There's a very interesting thing about that game. So, do you remember when Xbox swapped from the like OG 360 to the smaller black one?
Yep.
It doesn't
Yes.
work. It doesn't work on that.
Huh.
Why?
If you put the disc in, it just does not boot. Like it's one of the few games that did not work when I bought a new slimmer, like the glossy
That's crazy.
360? Yeah,
Yeah.
it just doesn't boot.
The Air Fighter one. Like it looks like a stealth fighter.
Yeah, and it's glossy
Yeah, okay.
and it's got the capacitive buttons, which are fucking terrible. Don't ever do those again.
It's the reason why I like my Series E or whatever, E series or whatever.
Yeah,
Xbox
the
360.
the E model. Yeah, that thing
Yeah, that
was matte and it had real buttons.
And it has that one side that's glossy so it matches the Xbox One.
Yep. No, I've got the
But
one
yeah,
with the capacitive
they
buttons.
did-
It's terrible.
They did Front Mission Evolved,
Oh,
Green
wow.
Lantern Rise of the
Oh, I didn't know that.
Manhunters.
That game is better than you think it is.
Which one?
What's
Green
it
Lantern.
called?
Green Lantern game for the
Yeah,
360.
it's not the 360 and PlayStation 3 one. Yeah, it's not terrible, but still. Neither is Battleship, but it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
All these are weird. They're not necessarily bad, they're just weird. And then they did Killer Instinct, Strider, then UFOs, Love Cows, and then fucking were absorbed into the massive Amazon game studios that have produced
Never to be
nothing
heard
of
from
value.
again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What?
That's what's awful because they were on the uptick. Like they revived two great franchises and did them well, and then died.
Yeah, that's it's sad. And then the other
Double Helix is dead.
He's dead.
Yes. The other indie game I'm playing is called Dogfight, a sausage bomber story. And I don't want to talk about it because if I talk about it, it's just going to be full of clippable things that you guys will then just mess with me about forever.
You
So
know,
just
we
know
know-
that
Hold on. Let me ask a question. When it says dogfight, are these legitimately dogs or are they hot dogs?
They're hot dogs.
The hot dogs.
That's
Oh,
why
fucking course
that's
they
why
are.
it's the sausage. It's a sausage bomber story. There's the beginning of this starts with a newspaper that tells you about us winning the sausage war. So
I
yeah.
see why you would not want to talk about that in this group.
Yep, because I'm not fooling with y'all. So it is a bullet hell. So you're flying an airplane. You have stuff flying at you left and right. You just
Sausages
holding down.
flying at you.
You
Just all up in your face.
No,
Just all up in
the
your
sausages
face.
are actually bombs. So you drop
Wait, what?
sausages.
Sausage
Wait,
bomb.
hold
You
on,
drop
hold on.
sausages.
Stop. Now I need to know the lore. You're a hot dog, but sausages are bombs.
No, you're not a hot dog. You're just that's just the war. You're a guy. Like my character is
hold on.
Franken. What's his name?
Of course it's
Frankenfurter?
Franken.
I think his name is Frankie Furter.
Yeah,
And then there's
Frankenfurter. Yeah,
there's like Helga, what's that Helga, Polaska? What's that sausage? They're all sausage puns, basically. All the
Kielbasa.
names. Kielbasa, yes. That's what it is.
I
Helga
don't
Kielbasa.
get it.
Thank you.
I don't get the joke. What's the joke?
I don't know. I don't
They're
know.
using
but
sausages
everything is
to fight? I don't
Anthony.
understand.
That's the joke.
no,
The
because
joke
you're
is hot dog.
hot dogs. That's it. Because you're flying a plane. I'm fighting against other like mechanical objects that's shooting, colored guns. But yeah, my bombs are sausages. But yeah, so the game's not bad. I'm going to write a review, and that's all I've played.
Okay.
We're not going deep into that because I don't trust y'all.
All right, we'll move on to the Wombat.
Yes, he said
Muted.
no.
Wombat.
Sorry, I was on mute. I am experiencing something
Perfect.
right now that is incredibly interesting, and I'll, I guess, share some screenshots of it later today. I'm playing NBA 2K23 right
Oh
now,
God.
and it's just after halftime, and all the halftime dancers are still on the court, and they have thrown the ball in, and we're just playing basketball, and all of the halftime dancers are still just standing there right in the middle of the court.
Are you phasing through them?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so it's not like they're physical beings.
Yes,
that people
they are not
fucking-
physical beings.
Okay.
No, I am phasing right through them, which is it's very weird.
I'm glad that 2K was like, you know what? WWE wasn't a shit fire this year.
Right.
Put those glitches in fucking NBA.
Oh, okay. Now so now somebody called a timeout and they're dancing again, and let's see if they go away. Oh, they went away. Okay, that was really weird.
It would have been better if they were physical people. Like you ran down and like bumped
Yeah.
into one.
I would have been mad if it would have been a permanent glitch that would have screwed me up because
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm playing through, as weird as this sounds, the story of NBA 2K23. And the mission, so there are these missions that come up only after you have completed the sort of big main story. It's so weird to describe a basketball game this way, but I'm going to do it anyway. So there are these 3 districts: a business district, a fashion district, and a music district that you have to kind of conquer, I guess is the best way for me to put it, through story missions and stuff. And after each one, you get these college flashback missions where your player is telling stories to this person who's writing a magazine article about leadership. And so you're like telling stories from your college career. And the one I'm on now is a pain in the ass because it's about how there was the best scorer in the nation is playing on the team against you, and how it sort of psyched you and your teammates out. And so the objective is you have to hold the best scorer in the nation to 8 points or less in the first half. And he is really good. And I'm assuming most of you guys know enough about basketball to know that, generally speaking, even though you're playing a lot of one-on-one defense, you have to count on your teammates to step up. And that's one of the points that they're trying to make in the story. Your team, though, didn't get the message that the entire point here is to keep this one guy from scoring 8 points or less. So they're just playing normal defense. They're not like trying to force this guy to pass or trying to force him to the outside to keep him from getting easy dunks. They're just playing normal defense while you're trying to keep this one player from scoring 8 points in a half. And it is fucking awful. And I just beat it because you only have to do it for the first half. And that's when the friggin' cheerleader dancers were stuck in the middle of the court for some reason. So thankfully they appear to have disappeared. And I don't appear to have lost my progress because I would have been very unhappy about that. Anyway, so I've been playing a lot of NBA. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. What time I've had to play has gone to NBA. I also am still playing Dragon Quest VI. I am in 2 different grinds right now, which is fun. There's a experience grind and like a level grind. Actually, really, I guess you could call it 3 different grinds. So there's the normal sort of RPG experience grind where you kill monsters, you gain experience, you level up, it increases your skills. I had to grind that quite a bit to beat this boss that's about 3/4 of the way through the game. There's also in Dragon Quest VI, you have vocations, which are basically classes. And the way it works is you level up in your vocation, which unlocks new skills. But then once you have mastered the vocation, you can switch to a different vocation. And you keep all of the skills that you had from the original. So, for example, if you decide to be a priest, you gain priest skills, which are generally buffs and heals. And then once you've maxed out your priest skills, you can switch to a mage, let's say, and then you start earning mage skills, but you get to keep all of your priest spells as well. And then once you finish 2 of those, there are some classes that can only be unlocked if you've already mastered 2 complementary skills. So, for example, if you master the mage skill and the priest skill, then you unlock the sage, and that has its own set of spells and skills. For the hero, specifically, there's another class that's called the hero class. Technically, your other players could do it too, but it would require a lot of grinding for them. It's still a decent amount of grinding for your hero because you have to master basically 3 classes. But for everybody else, I think you'd have to master like 7. So it would take way too long. That class has spells that are built to be more successful against late-stage bosses. So the late-stage bosses are harder if you haven't yet unlocked the spells in that last vocation. So you got to grind. Those aren't based on experience; they're based on number of battles. But you have to be fighting enemies within a certain number of levels to you for it to count. So you got to grind for that too. Thankfully, it works sort of alongside the experience grind. And then the last thing is there are certain high-end weapons and armor that are only available in the in-game casino. And the casino operates off of tokens. It's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese, where you earn or you buy tokens and then you gamble with the tokens and you have to earn enough. And you have to get a lot to get some of the best gear in the game. You don't have to have it. It's not mandatory gear, but it is some of the best gear in the game. And the good news is you can kind of save scum your way to earning it because most of the casinos have a save spot pretty close. So you can, earn 30,000 tokens, save it, come back, gamble for a while. If you lose too many, you just reset and load your save. And there's really no way to earn enough without doing that unless you just got extraordinarily lucky. The odds on hitting a jackpot on the slot machine feel worse than hitting a jackpot on a slot machine in real life. So you would have to get extraordinarily lucky to get it without scumming. I would like to unlock those weapons, so I'm choosing to grind it. I probably didn't have to, but so that's been most of my week in terms of gaming, and it's nice that I have 6 on iOS, because I can, if I'm just out somewhere and have 10 minutes, I can play slot machines for 10 minutes and try to grind a little bit in the casino, or I can walk around and fight some battles and grind some monsters. It's going to be a lot of that same stuff makes its way into Dragon Quest 7 too, and 7 is much bigger. I'm probably 32 hours or so into this one, and probably 3/4, maybe 80% of the way through. And 7, from my understanding, is like 100 hours. So, and they don't have an American iOS version of 7. They only have it on the DS. And so it's not going to be as easy for me to just kind of spend some time grinding here and there. So that one's going to probably take me a while. But then they do have 8 on the iOS. So I'll be able to play 8 on my phone, which will be nice. But anyway, that's it. I can't really think of anything else I played. I'm just looking forward to playing the Horizon Forbidden West DLC on Tuesday.
That's out this week?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I did not realize that was out this week.
Yep, comes out Tuesday. Same day as Minecraft Legends, actually.
Huh. All right. They told us they were going to send us a review copy, but I figured we'd get it before it came out, which is why I didn't believe it was coming out.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really, really hyped for it. It looks great. And that game, Guerrilla are wizards in terms of their ability to build beautiful, interesting-looking open worlds. Their stuff is always so crisp looking. Environments are awesome. The lava, I don't know if you guys have seen the lava. It looks awesome. The water looks awesome. It's a beautiful game.
All right.
That's it.
I don't have a lot to talk about because I mostly played old shit. So I played through Mega Man 1 and 2 this weekend, and that was a joy. I did a full GP and F-Zero GX. Yeah, I was rocking the retro games this weekend. I played halfway through Turtles in Time. I haven't finished it.
Ken, did you end up doing Buster only for Mega Man 2?
I did until I got to the dragon, and then I got angry.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Nah, I'm good. I did do a full Buster run on Mega Man 1, though. That's much easier. Like, the Wily stages in Mega Man 1 are so easy.
Yeah.
So, I was good on that one. I played... What else did I play? I can't talk about God of Rock yet, but I did play that. I'll talk about that next week. I played a little bit of Ghostwire Tokyo on the Xbox. And...
Played the demo for God of Rock.
Oh, there's a demo? I didn't know there was a demo.
Yeah, it was on it was on Steam Fest. Remember I had talked about it because it was the one where you have to focus on like the bar because that's like your attacks, like it's the fighting game, right? Like the guys are up there fighting, but like you missed the cool stuff because I feel like you were paying attention, unless they changed it. Hopefully they changed it. You pay attention to like hitting the right notes.
No, that's still the thing.
Okay. Well, you can't give an opinion, but But
I got a lot to say about that game when I can talk about it next week. But yeah, I played a little Ghostwire Tokyo on Xbox. I still love that game. I think it's really cool, like mostly the aesthetic. But yeah, it like Jay said in his review, and we talked about last year, that game is an open world game, like 100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I forgot I'm playing that too, and you said that, and I was like, "Damn, that is the great way of there are so many fucking icons on my." Yep. I'm like, I just wanna experience a spooky Japanese ghost story. Like y'all are doing the most.
And you got to do the missions to clear the stuff you can't walk through, and
Yes!
yeah.
Yes! You have to go cleanse the gates, so I'm like trying to figure out how I get to the top of this building and have to find a bird to go. And I'm like, can I just destroy some creepy ghosts? Because I do like the atmosphere. Like, it's super cool. And like the sound effects with the kill it, like when you go to like wire the ghost and stuff is like awesome, but I don't know. It's an open world game.
It is, and I will tell you right now that when you get to the end of that game, you're going to be shocked at how abruptly it's just like, we're done.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like you're like, all right, I'm going to this new area, and then like a half hour later, it's like credits roll, and you're like, what? Huh? What happened?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still a really good game. I'm trying to think what else I played. It wasn't much. Like I said, I spent most of my time messing around with RetroArch and playing with Big Box, and just trying to get some stuff working. I don't like Big Box. I was trying to load up PCSX2 so that I could like run it from a controller, and it just kept crashing. So I don't know if there's an issue with PCSX2. It works fine on is it Zemu? Is the original Xbox emulator?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it works fine for that. Like, I was able to boot into Rally Sport Challenge and exit out with no problem through Big Box. But when I try to load PCSX2, like, it just crashes. I can still run RetroArch, which with PS2 games is finicky for me. A lot of times when I exit, it'll lock up RetroArch, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm still trying to get that kind of hammered down. But no, I was having a lot of fun. Like, one of the cool things about Big Box is, like, it'll download, like, videos and music. So, like, when you hover over a game, it'll play a track from the game. And it'll show, like, a little video of the game being played, which I think is really cool. But I can't figure out why cheats aren't implemented into Big Box. Maybe I'm missing something. This is all stuff I just toy with and tinker and have fun. So, sorry, I'm having to text. That's what I do. Trying to sort out dinner for after the show. Shut up. As far as the indie games go, yeah, I played the one you talked about. What's it called again? Cannon Dancer. I played
the Cannon Dancer.
I played Hyper 5, which is a shmup. And I turned it off almost immediately because it had me go through like 25 menus before I could actually shoot anything. And I'm like, that's just way too much effort for a shooter. Like, it wanted me to upgrade my engine and pick 47 weapons to load out of the first mission. I'm like, dude, just throw me in space and let me shoot some shit, because this ain't all that grand. And I booted up King of the Arcade. I know you reviewed that, but I booted that up this week because it came out. I don't know how I feel about that game. Like, the arcade games are not all that interesting.
Nope. Some of the later ones are frustrating. Like, the buttons are weak. Like, you should be able to press down on the D-pad to go down, but it's really how you go up on some of it's weird. And I can't tell if it's on purpose or not. Like, I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Big goofy dude in the arcade when you walk around is also a thing.
Yes.
I don't know, man. There's too many video games, and I just want to go play old ones. I think that's really the long and short of it. Because I sent a screenshot to a couple people. I think I'm done with Overwatch for a few days. It is bad, like really, really bad right now.
The matchmaking has been.
I can't even play that game. I mean, when I do more damage than both of my DPS on a support character, and they are Grandmaster Challengers, I can't. I can't, man. I can't play that game. I went 2-8 yesterday, and nah. I need a break. I don't know what you're doing, Blizzard. You fucking matchmaking is terrible. Just fucking awful. I expect to be 50-50. I don't expect to be 80-20. Sorry. That's just not fun. I can't enjoy that. But it doesn't matter.
You need to get good.
Motherfucker, I'm a diamond. I'm plenty good enough. But I can't carry 4 other people.
In the rough.
I can't carry 4 people. Anyway, so let's talk about.
Even when there's a team that has, well, even when it's Meg and I play with you, it's like you can't fucking carry the 2 fucking deadweights still.
There's some matches that I played with y'all yesterday where I was just like, are they even doing anything? Like what is going on? I played a game yesterday on Blizzard World where there was a Sombra on our team, and she didn't even EMP the first time until the first round was over. Like right at the end of the first round, she didn't even. That's when she first used it. Yeah.
We had a match where the Sombra did that. But there was no one else around. There was just the team, our team standing there. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And oh my god.
She could have did it like standing behind all y'all. Like
there was a match. So there was a match that we did, whatever the Greek area is called. Helios. The temple on that 3-round match. You know, the one that's got the square capture point in the center, and it's just a straightaway to it.
Yep.
I'm going in as Bastion. Bastion isn't working. I switched to Pharah. I am firing at them on the point, and the rest of the team, while Meg was fucking pocketing me, was just standing there doing nothing.
Dude, I had a team fight where I got my ult. I was at 0%, and I got my ult during the team fight, and nobody on my team ever killed anything. That's how long I was healing them, that I got my ult in one team fight, and they still didn't kill anything.
So you remember the other night, I accidentally started the game and you weren't in my party?
Yeah.
That game took place on Oasis. And the Oasis map where they have the big kind of like gazebo in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the circular area. We did a team kill. Or no, we almost did a team kill. We killed 4 of their characters. I was Moira. And there was a Lucio still skating around the gazebo. And all of my team went toward their spawn. And I was tagging, hey, Lucio here, because we hadn't took the point yet. My team never came back. I'm Moira. I can't kill Lucio as he's skating around. And so he was able to hold off until they got to 99%. And then my idiot team, because they were so close to the spawn, got killed. And then they came and killed me. And then we lost the point.
Yeah. That's this game right now.
What are you guys doing?
Like, just how brain dead some of the people playing this game right now. I don't...
And I don't understand the
match. I tagged it. I was like, hey, right here. Nobody ever came.
No, they don't. I don't know, man. It's really bad. When it's bad enough for me to quit for a while, it's pretty bad.
I just don't understand, because, like, side note, everybody, I got my first in a long time. It's not my first, but I got my first hate message on Xbox Live. It said I was absolute trash. And it's like, I'm not going to say I was great that day. I'm not even saying that person is incorrect, but like, Jesus Christ. Like, the teams they've been putting us against are like way smarter than the fucking people I'm playing with. Like, last night was the first time in like a week and a half that I've had a decent match, and that was after you left, Ken, and it just happened to be that the match we lost like big time because the team was stupid. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't think we rolled anyone after that, but I just don't get it. Like, how did some of these people... I'm not a high rank. How the fuck are they even with me? Because they're that bad.
I mean, the thing about it is I don't care if I lose, if it's a good game. And even the games I won weren't good games. I've played 77 games, I think, this season. I think I've had 5 good games. The rest of them have been roll or get rolled. And I'm not talking about, like, you kind of lost. I'm talking about, like, kill comparison of 42 to 5.
Yeah.
And that is bad matchmaking.
This goes for all the multiplayer games I've ever played. Nothing feels better than a victory you scoop at the last second, and both like when you're getting the losing team writing GG to you. I'm like, yeah, this was a good match. Like even the other team's like, yeah, we lost, but like well played. Yeah. That's always the best fucking feeling.
Yep, and I haven't had hardly any of that this season.
I wish I could find. I'm going to try and find it. I'll show you one of the craziest matches I've ever seen because I took a screenshot of the final score thing, like back in Overwatch 1 days. Mm-hmm. But keep going. I'll post it in the chat here.
No,
I can find the picture.
I was going to say I know part of what this is there's a new character, which means a bunch of the free to play people have come back, and their rating got adjusted because this season there's no decay. Blah blah blah. So like you've got people coming back that have been gone for like 2 seasons, and they're getting matched up, and they are just awful. Like they haven't played in months, but the game still thinks they're
their hands atrophy. At least fucking move.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Some of these people just stand there, like they can't use their thumbs anymore, as they get shot in the face. Like the last match we played last night, the Roadhog just stood there and got shot. And it was just like, what are you doing?
To be fair, that's kind of his job. I mean,
no, just stand there and be shot, not shooting back.
Anyway,
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
We'll move on because I know everybody hates hearing about it. I'm taking a break for quite a few days, which I don't ever take a break from this game. So
man, that's wild.
It's bad. It's really bad, and I'm not having fun. Like I play that game because it's very soothing to me. It's my comfort game. And the last 2 days I've played, I have just literally just been so stressed and angry at it that I can't do that. That just ruins my day. But don't worry, there's plenty of games coming out. So let's talk about what's coming out this week. Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5. We've got Disney Speedstorm Early Access dropping this week.
Can't wait for them to collect money and then close that down.
Hey, that Disney Dreamlight Valley's still going. You can still
Dreamlight
fish
Valley's
with
still going.
McDuck.
I was fucking around with the other one, the Warner Brothers one.
No, I know you.
Just to make sure
which I feel like we're going to see more of that now. Like I feel like that they've now made it okay, right, for people to buy into this early access stuff, and then for them to be like, "Oh, we're going to actually just take your money and shut it down for 6 months, and then work on it." Like, because that was the first time they've done. That's crazy.
I mean, they kind of did that.
If we see it again.
I mean, they kind of did that with Atlas. They just didn't support it. They left it running. They just didn't put it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they just took your money and just left. Well, they just closed up shop, moved to a different address.
God of Rock is out this week. Minecraft Legends, Puzzle Quest 3 coming to consoles. The Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story. Secret Agent, Cold War Espionage, Cavity Busters, Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly.
Cavity Busters
Yes, it's about teeth. It's about teeth.
Okay, yes. Thank Christ.
Yeah, there's been a good dentist game in a long time. So.
I'm going to straight up be honest with you. Do not look at this game if you have issues with... Like, remember that warning that's at the beginning of Psychonauts 2?
About teeth, yes.
Yeah, don't look this game up if you have issues with like teeth and blood. Okay. There's a lot of. It's a bullet hell that kind of reminds me of Binding of Isaac, and sort of. Wow. And then, what was the other games you mentioned there? There was another one that you mentioned, something about Cold War.
Secret Agent, Cold War Espionage. That's an exciting title. Stray Blade.
Sounds like it would be a game that would get packed along with your CD-ROM drive in 1994.
Along with your Encartas.
Yeah.
No, this is
3D dinosaur adventure.
100 games collection, and it's all just
yeah, right.
Just shareware.
Oh
demos.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted that 3D Dinosaurs Adventure. Fuck all, I wanted that thing.
It literally came with my CD-ROM drive when my family bought a CD-ROM drive.
A Packard Bell.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fucking awesome.
Fucking right it was. Remember when you load up Encarta and it's got like that 240 by 240 pixel video?
Oh yeah.
Oh my, that was the shit.
3D Dinosaur Adventure had plenty of those too.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know what I'm looking at. It's a lot of polygons.
Are you looking at 3D Dinosaur Adventure?
Well, you know what? I'm not going to answer what I'm looking at. I'm going to leave that up to you because I think it works for both, probably.
There weren't very many polygons in 3D Dinosaur Adventure. It was mostly pre-rendered shit.
So this is. I'm looking at the trailer for Secret Agent Cold War Espionage.
It's fire.
I saw pictures. That actually looks interesting. Like I didn't.
It looks
I just saw
interesting, but I
screenshots.
can't tell if it's just one of those asset flip things that you would get from Unity, or if it's like an actual game. Very
Gotcha.
odd. I don't know. 3D Dinosaur Adventure. Oh wow!
Remember
Okay.
3D Dinosaur
Hell
Adventure?
yeah, 3D Dinosaur Adventure.
Glorious.
That's almost as good as the T-Rex on the original PlayStation pack-in disc, man. The polygonal T-Rex? That shit was the bomb.
Yep, I remember
I've
that.
never heard of
game.
this.
I haven't
3D
either.
Dinosaur Adventure?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's definitely before my
Not.
time.
Make sure you don't look up Dinosaur Adventure 3D because that's not the right one. It's 3D Dinosaur Adventure.
That's
Get
a
that shit
movie,
right.
I think.
Because I didn't have a PC in the house until like 2000.
Oh no, that's a.
2001?
Oh yeah, that game is whack. That ain't the same game. What the world? What is this mess?
Oh wow, this is some fucking pre-rendered garbo. All right.
Okay, hey
I'll tell
man,
you what, though, in
Well,
1994 or whatever, 1993, whatever it was,
93.
that was awesome.
Dude, that was
That
the
was
shit.
awesome, son.
This is
that was the shit.
This is the mist of dinosaur adventures. All right.
Y'all laugh
Anybody-
at it,
am I-
but if you weren't there, you don't understand.
Am I the
No,
only
I
one that played
understand
Eagle Eye
completely.
Mysteries? Did anybody else play Eagle Eye Mysteries?
I don't remember that.
Here's
I
an
don't
Eagle Eye
remember that one
Mystery
either.
screenshot.
Oh, you've talked about this before. Yeah, I never played this.
Yeah, it was a little bit like a-
I'm.
It was a little bit like a point and click kind of.
Oh, I did
Solve
play this.
mysteries.
Yeah.
This might have been on the PCs at school.
This was when I was on my Encyclopedia Brown and Carmen Sandiego kick.
It's
Encyclopedia
very much.
when I
Brown.
played this.
Yeah, it's very much in that vein.
Encyclopedia
Motherfucker,
Brown's still the shit.
my computers in junior
Oh,
high
hell
school
yeah.
was like
Those
dot
books are so
matrix, dot matrix shit with like the only game we were allowed to play was the Oregon Trail,
Oh,
There
at
you
school?
Yeah.
That's all we had.
and it was
The green.
a fucking
Green.
green screen shit, you know.
Yep.
I had a Commodore 64 at my one grandma's house. I had an Apple IIc at my other grandma's house, but later, like 1994 or 5, Apple II, we bought it at a garage sale for like $10.
My first
And then
oh, go ahead.
I had a 386 at home that
My
we added later a sound blaster sound card and a CD-ROM drive to.
My first
Fancy.
computer was a Tandy 64K from Radio Shack.
Nice.
And I played Tetris on it with this big ass, like, the cartridge looked like a fucking 8-track. I thought I was the shit that killed Elvis. I'm gonna tell you. Alright, also out this week we got Homestead Arcana and Dead Island 2. Couldn't be any more different games right there.
I mean, right. Wow.
This is I fucking can't believe I just found this. Okay, so this is the computer game I remember playing like when I first.
This motherfucker probably gonna load up some shit. Oh no, Amy's first primer? Well, Amy done
Yeah,
fucked
that was
up.
what we had
wow.
at school.
That's kind of like that looks like Number Munchers.
Yeah, I remember Number
Actually,
Munchers.
yeah, it does.
Help
I
the
remember
froggy.
that. I love that.
Help the froggy through the maze.
Alright, I'm moving on to PS5. It's mostly the same games, but we're getting...
Can it run Amy's first primer?
Of course it
Didn't
can.
think so.
Afterlife VR, and Ryan, you're correct, Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. This is going to be a joke between me and Terrence, but in a minute. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 Elite Edition. Mo Waifu H. I bet you know what that is. And
Guaranteed.
for some reason, Oni Road to the Mightiest Oni is on this release list again? Like, how many times
they
this
ain't
game...
made it to the Mightiest Oni yet.
How many times
It's
has
been
this
on
game-
here every week. They just try to keep their name in the
What is
in
it
the
called?
public.
Take your name out your mouth.
What is this again? Oni something?
Oni Road to the Mightiest Oni, which I talked about when it was just me and Terrence on the show. I played it, and I got all kinds of problems with that game. I don't know.
Yeah, we talked. Remember, Anthony?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
we
mostly
found it,
negative.
and we were like, it looked cool, and like
Yeah,
he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to him or whatever. And they keep putting it like it's coming out, like it's been out for like a month.
It's fucking $40. It has mostly negative reviews on Steam. Let's
It's
go to the
not
first
good.
one.
It's not good.
Performance issues.
Yes.
Game runs.
Is this the
at
one you guys
sub
said was
30
like
frames
a
per
little bit like a Zelda clone?
It
It
looked
looked
like
like it, yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is not. It is bad. Like I don't get why it's okay, we're moving on.
So
PlayStation
I have a question, gentlemen.
yes.
What do you think? What type of gameplay do you think Mo Waifu H is, and you can't say horny?
Puzzle.
Visual novel.
Slide puzzle.
It's puzzle. It's not. I don't know what type of puzzle it is, but it is indeed a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meet 5 lovely bachelorettes and impress them with your rhythm and sharp reflexes. So it's a rhythm puzzle game, I guess.
Oh good. Alright, PlayStation 4, Xbox
Rhythm
One.
Puzzle game.
I
I guess like Luminous.
Sure, it doesn't look good.
I mean, did you expect it to?
No, but I didn't know if it was part of. God, there was a Pirates game that had like a letter in the name, and I'm like, I hope to God this is not a sequel of that. And that's the reason why I looked it up.
They don't discriminate the horny. The horny is everywhere.
No, but do you remember the
That's true.
Pirates game I'm talking about?
Yeah, the 7-star seas or some
Yes,
shit. I don't know.
7 Pirates H
Yeah.
or whatever. And like the boobs grow, and you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
What about when they made
And
them
it's
for
like they made another one, and they did not.
when they
Well,
made
I
them for
don't
the
know if
Vita, and you could use the touchscreen. Remember for Senran Kagura? Remember those? Yeah. All right. PlayStation 4, Xbox One. We've got the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters on their way. They're out this week. Labyrinth of Zangetsu. And Proteus. Everything else is stuff we've already talked about. Xbox One, probably mostly the same stuff. Obviously, the Final Fantasy games are not coming to that, because why would they? That's dumb. Mr. Brocco and Company is the
I hope
only
it's
game.
broccoli.
It's got to be broccoli. It has to be Mr. Broccoli. Chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. All right, Nintendo
Okay,
Switch.
It is a broccoli, and I think his partner is asparagus.
Oh man,
And you are fighting meats and unhealthy food.
it's like Captain Nova. What was that game? Captain Novalin, where you were.
Yeah, which is the diabetic.
Yeah, and you
Right.
had to defeat the junk food, and you had to take insulin shots as your health bar.
Okay.
Holy crap!
And you had to take
really?
insulin shots.
I'm pretty sure that was like the health
I'm pretty
pickups.
sure you're right.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it's on Super Nintendo, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there was a. I feel like we were talking about dentist stuff earlier. I feel like there was a dentist game like that too.
I mean, it
Can't
wouldn't
remember what it's
shock
called
me.
though.
They made some weird games back in the day of stuff like that, and Captain Novalin always sticks in my head because like I remember playing it. Such a weird game. All right.
Also, can I just say the labyrinth? I'm just going to show a picture of Labyrinth of Zangetsu because, like, the art style is really neat because it has that like sumi like brush style, but the fucking creatures you're fighting are fucking disturbed.
Okay, that's not at all what I expected to see, but we're gonna go with it.
It looks pretty neat. I have to say, like, it looks really fucking disturbed, and I'm assuming that's what they're going for.
Nintendo Switch, we've got Jump Challenge with an exclamation point. The Mage Seeker, a League of Legends story, and the Mage Seeker Hijacked Spells pack. Apparently, on the Switch, we get to list the DLC. It's cool.
This, by the way, this is the game I was thinking of. And it's not actually a dentist game, although it has dentist items to it. It's Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon.
Yeah, I remember that one
Is he-
too. I don't know if that was that an
Nice.
official game? I don't know if it was.
Probably endorsed by the Dentist Association of America.
That's right. American Dental Association approves this message.
America, that's what it
Game
is,
teaches
American
players
Dental
about the
Association.
hazards of smoking tobacco cigarettes.
Oh, that's what
Ah.
it was. Okay.
So it's produced by Dare.
All right,
then.
I know what
Okay.
I'm playing
Yeah,
after.
official
I know what I'm playing after the show.
Oh,
I'm gonna load this
made
up.
by the same people that made Captain Novolin.
Of
I have
course.
never
Packy and
heard of this in my
Marlin?
life.
And Bronchi the Bronchiosaurus. Oh, shit.
Wasn't
Jake
that-
Westboro is a
didn't-
man with it all. A beautiful wife and child, a large house in the suburbs, and the massively paying position of a major CEO for the Blackburn Tobacco Company.
Wasn't there like a little dinosaur that used an asthma inhaler in one of the games?
I think that was Bronchi the Bronchiosaurus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember the cover of him having the asthma inhaler.
Yeah, that's right here.
Oh,
Just making games where people have like
All made by the
what
same
in the
people.
world?
there it is. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yep, that's the one.
Raya Systems is the publisher.
That dude looks like Croc from Legend of the Gobos. I ain't gonna lie.
Different developers.
Clear
but,
the air about asthma care.
So they're like, yeah, so like a bunch of kids played the prototype and were like, oh, I want to know more about the
wait,
dangers
hold
of
on.
tobacco.
Hold on.
Sure they did.
So Rex Ronan, experimental surgeon, right? Developed by Sculptured Software.
Oh, the Clay Fighter people.
Significant games developed by Sculptured Software include Super Star Wars,
Yeah.
Doom on the SNES,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat on the SNES, Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES, Mortal Kombat 3 on the SNES and Genesis Mega Drive. Acclaim agreed to acquire them in 1995, blah, blah, blah. Renamed Acclaim Studios Salt Lake City. The remaining staff, after a layoff, developed the third installment of Legends of Wrestling.
Oh wow.
Jesus Christ.
I love shit like that. You made this shit and then you made that shit. All right. Wow. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is also coming to Switch. Lost Epic, Arcana of Paradise, The Tower, Backgammon Pro, DNF Duel coming to the Switch this week.
Captain Novolin, by the way, also made by Sculptured Software.
Fuck right. That's right.
I mean, listen, God bless. They tried.
Japanese Neko-sama.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I'm never going to get through
This
these
is the
games.
one on the list that I have not heard of. Okay, this is Packy and Marlin. Okay, so I just want to read from the gameplay section. Okay, a gang of rats has invaded Camp Wacky and stolen the food and medical supplies, hiding them in different areas of the camp. As such, Packy and Marlin, two diabetic elephants, are tasked with receiving the stolen goods and clearing out the malicious rodents, while also remembering to take their insulin and check their blood glucose. At the end of the game, they face the evil bosses Veets and Yeber of the lunchroom crew.
The fuck is that noise?
It is.
It's me just fucking dying.
Wow.
God damn it.
I know what I'm doing.
I was
this.
reading along, and even then I was just like, this is so fucking stupid.
I can't wait to play these games. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh my
Can you
god.
find
Hold
them?
on.
I have them all, Drew. Don't worry about it.
Legacy,
Okay.
Packy and Marlin was designed to remove the stigma of being different so young people with diabetes who played the game with their friends and saw that their friends did not consider diabetes to be a big issue would be more willing to do important self-care throughout the day, even when their friends were around. And this is what actually happened, said Deborah Lieberman, Packy and Marlin designer.
Well, listen, if it helps some diabetic kids, I'm grateful for it. But I'm willing to bet that more than likely, no kid ever wanted that game.
No.
Nah. Not until we got all in our 40s. Then we want it.
Yeah, then we want to play it just to experience it.
Fucking right,
Yep.
I do. I'm so down on this. Alright, we're getting into that weird level of the Switch games. Let's do this.
I don't know.
Japanese
I
Neko-sama Games The Outlaws. Just Shang-Chi, I think is how you say that. Life Slide, which That sounds like a name for part of an anatomy. I don't know.
Sounds to me like a personal lubricant.
Let's find out.
Melon Izzard.
Melon Izzard?
Melon Izzard. It's one word. Melon Izzard. All right.
If this was the Super Nintendo days and that was made by Raya Systems,
Life Slide actually looks kind of cool, guys.
Life Slide is flour, essentially.
Yeah, it's like a paper airplane racing game.
I want to let you know that y'all just ruined my Melon Izzard joke. Because I was going to say, if this was the Super Nintendo days and that was made by Raya Systems, it would be a game about a lizard with melanoma.
Oh, yeah.
I had to avoid the sunlight and wear sunscreen.
He does have a cane.
Okay, there's too many badum-tists. Okay, let's move on. Because this next one, oh boy. Molly Medusa, Queen of Spit.
Oh my god! What's wrong with Switch?
It's on the Switch.
Jeez.
I'm looking it up. I have to know now.
Oh, come on.
Gravity bending 3D adventure where everyone turns to stone.
So it's a Medusa game, but why is she the Queen of Spit?
Yeah.
Maybe she spits on people?
Maybe she's rapping. She's spitting hot fire. That's what it is.
The three greatest rappers of all time. Dylan.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I'm not
even done yet.
She looks like, yeah, I understand that. She looks like, it looks weird and it looks like kind of interesting. But the thing that gets me is that the model for the character looks like they've just repainted over the bird girl from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird.
But you're going to do Birthman. Going
Harvey
back to Strider.
Harvey Birdman.
Birdie.
What's the penis up to nowadays?
Dude, I was like, I don't know why, but I was watching some retro YouTube the other day. They were going over the Lawnmower Man movie games, and I just kept doing it. Fucking Lapidus. Lapidus is the biggest bitch.
I like the Super Nintendo fucking game. I hate myself for it, but I bought it boxed and all.
Oh, God. Mr.
Like in eBay days, just so I could own it, because I liked it.
Alright, more games. Mr. Sun's Hat Box. That sounds dirty, even though it doesn't sound dirty. I don't know.
Let me look up all these damn games.
Panic Porcupine?
I
Mr. Sun's
guarantee
Hat
there's
Box
an
is
entry on Urban Dictionary for that hat box.
Okay, hold on. What was the other one? What was the Porcupine game?
Panic Porcupine. That sounds like a Sega Genesis platformer.
It does.
Mascot platformer.
So Mr. Sun's Hat Box is a slapstick roguelite platformer about getting the job done at all costs. Upgrade your HQ, your team, and your tools so you can take on increasingly dangerous and ridiculous missions wearing hats with amazing or questionable potential.
Sure.
Ah, son of a bitch. I'm kind of interested now.
Park Story. That's pretty lame. Summer Bubble Splash. Got that one.
God damn it, Ryan.
What?
You nailed it. Panic Porcupine is a goddamn Sonic clone.
That sounds right. Sounds right.
I don't think that was me that said it was be a Sonic clone.
Sunrise GP. The Last Dragon Slayer. 10 Hearts. Wild Dogs. And Zoeti.
Expose Zoeti.
Zoeti. Zoeti. Or Zodi? Maybe Zodi? I don't know. Light of Life.
Ken likes turn-based roguelite with cards.
Right up my alley. Mia and the Dragon Princess. Yellow Adventures, and the most upsetting name, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is out this week on Friday. Finally, after a year of delays.
Used to love those games.
Well, they're coming to the Switch.
Cool.
All right. Whew. We got through that news time. QuakeCon is back, y'all. August 10th through the 13th.
What are they going to show off?
I don't know. Remaster of Quake 2?
I guess.
They made Quake 1. Why not Quake 2? Xbox E3 Game Showcase and Starfield Direct June 11th starts at 10 a.m. Pacific Time with a runtime of 2 hours for both shows.
Do we have a release date for Starfield at this point?
Yes, August.
August.
Yep. Joseph Staten, former head of creative for the Halo franchise, is leaving Microsoft. Yeah,
it sure feels like it's a silent purge of 343.
Yep, there's more people leaving too. That's not as high level. So lots of people leaving 343. So my guess is the next Halo will not be made by 343. Be my guess.
Yeah.
Xbox has limited subscription stacking to 13 months in cheaper markets like Turkey. Why you got fuck with consumers trying to get a deal? Why you gotta do that? Weekly news out of the Xbox camp. Another set of colors for the Elite Controller 2 are now available in the design lab. What they lack in games, they make up for in controller colors. Preview is over. PC Game Pass is now fully available in 40 new countries. Xbox announced another 10-year deal with EE to bring Xbox and Activision Blizzard after the acquisition to EE's customers via the cloud.
When do they think this acquisition is going to be done?
Dude, they're running ads in, I think, Europe promoting the acquisition. They just assume it's done.
What is EE?
I do not. It's a cloud thing, I think. It's service or something. I don't know. I don't know what EE is. The most exciting Xbox update for console ever. The system got updated. You want to know what they added?
No.
It's exciting. A new search.
Mine didn't get added. Mine got downgraded.
Well, it's because you're in the preview. Shut up. This is for the plebs. You get a new search bar and adjustable active hours power setting, and that's it.
Wow,
man! But they are redoing the whole dashboard, I guess.
They already were redoing it, and then they got yelled at for it because they thought it
changed their mind.
Okay to block the dynamic backgrounds because that's smart,
right? Like, yeah, it's
stupid. Microsoft, you should be called the L box at this point. Like, y'all just fucking keep taking them. Speaking of taking L's, Redfall is launching without a 60 frames per second mode.
Yeah.
We just did this
on console.
Gotham Knights.
On console. On PC, it's 60.
Again! We did this on Gotham Knights.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, the real kicker comes next.
Which
the multiplayer progressions locked to the one person.
Oh yeah, that's old news, but yeah, that is true. It's host only progression. So why would I play with anybody else?
Exactly.
When has that ever been a good idea?
I'm gonna go with never. Y'all just fucking Xbox, man. You fucking
I'm still gonna play Redfall though. Like I still genuinely want to play that game.
That's straight up with the developers.
Arcane, yeah.
Well, I mean, but they're owned by Xbox.
Sure, but I mean,
I'm just gonna say what everybody on the internet already said. Just fucking delay it at this point. Like,
I mean, yeah, but see, I think that's the thing though. They getting so much flack about not having no games, and everybody keep calling them to the mat because we said all this was gonna be out by here, and y'all be the first motherfuckers to say something like, "You didn't meet this deadline," so they like, "Shit, we just got to put it out and patch this in later." Like, I feel like that's their mindset, but it's their own fault because they focus so much on getting this deal through that they just let all these games just slip by because we have to own Call of Duty.
I'm pretty sure Microsoft has bought like 20 developers and released like 2 games from them. That's how it feels.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I'm still gonna play Redfall though. I still actually want to.
I mean, it's in Game Pass. It ain't gonna hurt me to download it and play it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, sure. Like, but it does suck that it's why would the host only progress? Like,
yeah, it makes
replay stuff.
It completely ruins any enthusiasm I had to play with y'all. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to play with y'all now because my progression is dead. So why would I care?
Right. Because we're just going to have to be at, the mercy of whoever is the furthest. Like, whoever's leading, that's where we are. It don't matter if...
And then you
But
don't.
then for
Then you
that
got to do
matter-
it again. Then you got to do it again.
Yeah. So, like, if... Maybe I need to do some digging. But, okay, if it's host only progression, and because there has to be some benefit to playing stuff multiple times, and I know there's gear and stuff that drops in this, but, like, if you're ahead of everybody and say we all play with you, or no, you play, jump in with one of our games where we're leading, do you get to keep your skills and stuff? You know what I mean? When you come in, if we haven't actually seen that type of stuff yet in the game, you know how some stuff like blocks that out? Like, are they going? I don't know.
No
I
clue.
just, for a game that has co-op and is putting together all the different skills to mix and match and really depend and lean on the classes kind of thing that they have going on, it just seems it's a backwards thing. I don't understand.
Yep. Speaking of another, what the fuck? Ubisoft Plus is now available on Xbox, and it's $17.99 a month.
That's insane.
Like more than Game Pass for a collection of games that go on sale 2 months after they release.
That's what I was going to say. It's more money than you... Like, by the time it reaches this, it's probably worth nothing anyways. So just buy the game and save yourself the downtime.
Or somebody like Ryan, and actually I would probably use it for this. He could potentially sign up for Ubisoft Plus when Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out, take a month to beat it because he's going to take a month to beat it completely, and then cancel his subscription, and then he only paid $20 instead of $70.
Or I could just wait a month
Ubisoft?
and pay $20 for it anyway.
Yeah, like, does it come to... My thing is, like, does it come to the service right away?
Yeah, Ubisoft Plus is
you get it day
launch.
one.
Yeah.
Like Game
okay.
Pass.
That's not okay.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
much better
Game
than I
Pass.
thought it was. Okay, that's
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, there's no
potentially-
incentive though. There's no incentive though to stay subscribed to it.
No,
I mean,
nope.
Which
Nope.
how does Ubisoft think that helps them? Like,
I don't know.
doubt
me to
it.
They're scrambling.
for me to
They've
just
been looking-
subscribe for 1 month so that you can play the game for $17.
They've been looking for somebody to buy them out for fucking 2 years now. So
This coming to
I'm not-
Xbox first makes me think that maybe they're behind the scenes like, hey, when this Activision deal's done, we'll come over and pick you up.
hey guys,
That could be.
we're worth something too, guys. Come on, guys. Come
Yeah,
on.
we can just roll Ubisoft Plus into Game Pass. That's fine.
That's probably that's what I'm thinking it would be, because it doesn't make sense because I plan on using it like I do some streaming services. Like, I only keep stuff when I'm watching certain stuff, and then I let it go. So like I'll stockpile, Assassin's Creed Mirage and whatever else they got coming out. Maybe Skull and Bones, because $20, whatever.
Alright, don't you
Pay
fucking...
$20, play all them games. I pretty much have to at this point. Like, I'm like
No, you don't.
walking
You can just
stereotype for this game.
You can just fucking leave it.
Just walk off the boat without getting the wood. Is that what you're saying? Just walk off.
I
the
mean,
boat?
listen, you said that. I wasn't even going in that direction. I was literally just gonna say you can just avoid this whole fucking mess. But you man.
He's
Like,
right. But yeah, there's no incentive to stay. So I kind of think you're right, Ken. I think that it will be maybe brokered into Game Pass after the Activision deal.
Yeah, I
they
think
don't
if
wanna-
you think Activision Blizzard is the last thing Microsoft's going to buy, you are sorely mistaken.
Yeah. They just waiting for this to get done because there's a lot of pressure on them, and everybody's saying you can't be buying up everything, and they're like, but we got like 6 more things we want to buy.
Yeah,
Hold
well,
on,
motherfucker, this is only part 2. We still going.
right? Like we got other stuff.
PlayStation State of Play.
Really?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm really excited for Microsoft to buy Ubisoft so that all my Assassin's Creed games can get delayed and perform worse on Xbox than they perform on PC.
Right?
Oh shit! Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the fucking truth?
That's why I'm so
it
excited
is.
that they bought Bethesda.
Oh man, I bet you can't wait for Starfield. That thing's gonna perform like ass.
I'm actually really excited for Starfield because I love Bethesda, but it is frustrating that I feel like everything that I love that gets bought by Microsoft ends up being worse and taking longer.
I'm just gonna say it now, though. The good news with Bethesda stuff is that, like, all their shit launches terribly.
Oh, I mean, you're
They're
not wrong.
consistent. They're
So
consistent.
at least you won't be able to tell the difference. Is this Microsoft or is this just Bethesda?
That's fair. But see, here's the thing, though, Anthony. The first time Doom launches under Microsoft's watch, then we'll really know. Because Doom always launches really well.
Pretty good. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
watch it.
PlayStation.
Also, can I just side note, just fucking because it popped into my head. Fuck Indiana Jones. Where's the goddamn last Wolfenstein game they were building up to? What the fuck is this?
You know where
I
it's
want my
at? You know where it's at?
I want to kill Hitler.
You know where it's at?
I want it's not being done. It's
Hold on. This is gonna be funny. Hold on.
Pay no mind list.
It's in the refrigerator.
Oh, shut up.
Wish there was a boo button.
I mean,
I need to make one that just goes boo.
that was a combination of the Indiana Jones. You know, it's all there. It's just,
I got it. I got it.
That was
Just-
good. That was good.
It hurts. Like literally, they're building up you fighting Hitler again, and I'm like, yeah, awesome, cool. I would love to kill Hitler. Who doesn't want to kill Hitler? And then it's like, yeah, except that we're gonna go do an Indiana Jones game. Bye.
To be fair, you do get that opportunity in the second Wolfenstein game. You just fail the mission if you do it.
Yeah, and that's my problem. Well, I mean, Ronald Reagan has to get shot in the face in that sequence, so.
I mean, we need to take this out of context. Anyway, PlayStation
I mean,
State
it's
of Play.
Ronald Reagan. They're clearly making it Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
The actor's name is Ronnie.
PlayStation had a State of Play this week. You know what was in it?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy
No, I
16. Did y'all watch it? I didn't watch it.
I
didn't watch it.
didn't. I
don't
forgot
care
about
Final
that.
Fantasy.
I didn't watch it because
I have to look at it.
Yeah, it's like 25 minutes of Game of Thrones Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
Is it
I don't.
gameplay?
I have
though?
no way of playing that game, so I'm not going to
Nope.
watch it.
PlayStation 5 only.
And
Yeah.
even if I did, I've never been as interested in the Final Fantasy world of whatever, because it's attached to 14, right? Like it's that same world.
I don't know. I don't know anything
And
about this game.
Ivalice? I don't
Yeah,
think
I
this
think
one is
it's-
in. Maybe it is. It might be because they had a couple of them that have been in that. Because like 12 was there.
12 was Ivalice, yeah. Whatever that. Oh, fuck. All the tactics games takes place there. And
Yeah,
then there's
yep.
what's the one that's not a Final Fantasy game? That it was like a PS1 game from Square.
Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story. Yeah.
All right, Media Molecule.
No, it is not Ivalice, sorry, but it feels like Ivalice with all the knights and stuff.
Media Molecule is ending live service support for Dreams after September 1st, 2023, and will focus on new projects.
Okay, I'm not surprised.
PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra lineup was announced for April.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through this. So Extra is good. Extra is always good. Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Also,
That game any good?
yes, it is good. Also, this month's PlayStation Plus Extra brought to you by Xbox Game Studios. We've got Doom Eternal, Wolfenstein 2, Riders Republic, Slay the Spire, Monster Boy, and the Cursed Kingdom. More games brought to you by Xbox Game Studios: The Evil Within, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, Dovetail Games: Bassmaster Fishing, Paradise Killer, and Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now, the PlayStation Plus Premium Classics, I want you to remember that word I just said, Classics, is entirely brought to you by Xbox Game Studios, which includes Doom for the PS4, Doom 2 for the PS4, Doom 3 for the PS4, Doom 64 for the PS4, and Dishonored Definitive Edition for the PS4. Can you tell me what's missing from this list?
Any classics?
Exactly. No PS1 games again. Fuck off. I am canceling Premium as soon as my fucking free one runs out. Shit, I might just go down to Essential because most of the Premium games I own. So. Also, reminder, PlayStation Plus collection on the PS5 is discontinued in less than a month. So if you have not claimed those games, get on it. Sony also confirmed that they want 20% of their new games to be on mobile by 2025. They've created a new PlayStation Studios mobile division. It isn't another developer and is more like a cross-functional management strategy, licensing, and support team. Shuhei Yoshida is now a digital collectible in PlayStation Stars program.
And ain't nobody gives a shit about PlayStation Stars.
Dude, I'm still on level 1. Like,
I don't know what level I'm on. I haven't looked at that thing since the day it came out.
I only see it when I go to redeem codes. Because it pops up on the website and says, you're level 1. I'm like, cool. I haven't earned any digital, I'm using finger quotes, digital collectibles yet. So boo this man. The Super Mario Brothers movie has a record opening week for an animated movie with $204 million in the US and $377 million worldwide in its first 5 days.
And it's not out in Japan yet, right?
Nope. And it crossed $500 million worldwide on Friday.
Jeez.
That movie is making so much money, which is funny because the critics were like, it's not a very good movie. I don't think that was the point.
I haven't seen it yet. So
It's not a very good movie because they were complaining about fucking story, you know.
Dude, yeah, because the Mario extended universe
The Mario
is so
lore
deep.
is deep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will
like,
not see it till it comes to
I've heard-
streaming, so I'm not going to theaters.
I've heard
yet.
people that like, and I trust these people because they generally have good taste. I have heard from people that play a lot of video games, to people who passively play video games, to like people who have not played video games since they were a kid, and they all love it.
I expect 90 minutes of just pure Nintendo joy. That's what I expect.
I've heard from a lot of people they've cried at it.
Well, I don't know if I'll cry. I mean,
I don't know what exactly. There was something in that movie that they're like, it just hits a point where it was like not sad tears, like just happy tears. So I don't know.
the only thing Mario that ever made me cry was Hotel Mario.
I mean, that's a totally different type of cry.
Yeah.
Mario,
legitimately,
Mario teaches typing made me cry.
I cried at Super Mario RPG. I think that counts. That's a legitimate one.
Nintendo has announced Nintendo Live 2023, which is an in-person event in Seattle this September.
Come avoid E3 and do it a couple months later.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably maybe where we hear about the new Switch. Maybe. All right, some new release announcements and release dates. Out of nowhere and with zero fanfare, Inscription dropped on Xbox.
You should play that game.
Like, literally, I saw a tweet about it, and no news site picked it up. Devolver didn't tweet about it that I saw. Xbox didn't tweet about it. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. Usually when they get like one of those indie games that was real popular that finally ports to Xbox, like they make a big deal about it. But this one, nothing. Super Bomberman R2 is launching September 13th for Xbox One, Series, PS4, 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Age of Empires 2 DLC Return to Rome launches May 16th. Far World Pioneers launches May 30th. I don't know what that is. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Game Pass. Destroy All Humans 2 is getting a last-gen port on June 27th. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun launching May 23rd for everything. Super Dungeon Maker leaving early access on May 3rd, Switch and PC. Resident Evil Death Island premieres July 7th in Japanese theaters. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, launches August 3rd for PC. Remaster of the PSP game Shepherd's Crossing, finally coming to the West on April 28th for everything but Xbox. IGS Arcade Collection is already launched in Japan for the Nintendo Switch. Ravenlock launching May 4th. for Xbox and PC, also on Game Pass. Fantavision 2020X is coming to Steam on April 28th. That's weird. Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy, coming this summer for everything. Immortals of Avium, which I saw a bunch of people talking about, but I never watched the trailer, is launching July 20th for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
It doesn't look bad. We'll see.
Yep. Delays, we've got Amnesia the Bunker, delayed to May 23rd, Endless Dungeon, delayed to October 19th, and the biggest shocker of the internet, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, was delayed until February 2nd, 2020. Oh.
It ain't gonna be enough.
Nah. That game's... I don't know, man. What else we got here? Crossplay's coming to Tekken 8. EA denied the third Alice game. It was in development from American McGee. Alice Asylum is now dead. Sunsoft has announced a live stream for April 20th.
Well, they were going to mention that American McGee is also retired.
Yeah, it's sad because that last Alice game was so good.
Yeah.
I will say this. His game, like, the Alice games are good. His other stuff is meh.
I mean, fair.
One of the most interesting life stories of anybody ever. If you do not know American McGee's, like, early years, like, his mom, he had met his dad, like, once, and his dad tried to assault him. Like, when he was 16, his dad got drunk and, like, tried to, like, kill him. His mom left him when he was still in high school and moved all of her stuff out and sold all of her stuff to help her transgendered girlfriend get sex reaffirming surgery or whatever, gender reaffirming surgery, and just left him and left his life entirely. Like, to, like, just kind of, like, working at a auto shop and being, like, roommates with John Carmack. He had an interest in video games forever. A fascinating dude. I would love to just hear him talk about his life. So, shame that this is the way he's kind of exiting, but I hope that, whatever he does makes him happy.
A Konami employee was arrested for attempted murder of his ex-boss. The employee says he was arrested by him. Konami says there are no reports about that. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Gollum has gone gold. Remember that game? That game's coming out.
May. Yep.
Yeah.
Comes out like 2 weeks after Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Perfect timing. Yeah. You're done with what could possibly be game of the year, and you're gonna pick up the other game of the year, Gollum.
Why do you like this? What did they do to you?
Dude, that game looks like shit.
I thought it looked fine.
Yeah, who wants to sneak around as Gollum? Like, for real.
You just don't like sneaking,
one.
you little bitch.
Dude, if you do it right,
I
it's
thought he
good.
liked Metal Gear.
Metal Gear's
great. I thought he was a Metal Gear fan.
You know what other game
Metal
is
Gear
good?
is a two-dimensional game that's in 3D.
Sticks.
That is true. It's no Sticks. You're right.
Sticks is the...
I have both of those, and I don't think I've played them.
They're
I don't
very
know how
good.
I got them.
They're very good.
Okay.
They're what this game wants to be,
Exactly.
to be completely fair.
Sticks
So
is
he
if
is not
if Sam Fisher was a goblin, that's Sticks.
Yeah, I guess his...
I might have to go play Sticks. Okay.
Sticks is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
it's weird, because it's like a character they built for a completely different game, and they spun him off into his own series.
Yep, and both of those
the
games
first game is
are good.
Of Orcs and Men.
Mm-hmm. Yep, which is not a
He had a
good game.
big
Which is not a great game.
Partner, and then, he became his own character.
Yep, both of those Sticks games are really good. Street Fighter Showcase set for April 20th at 3 p.m. Hosted by Lil Wayne.
Ugh. I don't like Lil Wayne.
Well, he's going to be there hosting a Street Fighter presentation.
Okay. I really hope, and I told somebody this too, I really hope he's not going to be an announcer.
I mean, you just don't use him.
Because well, no. Well, wait. Oh, do you get an option for that? I thought it was like stages
No,
or
you
something
pick
where
it.
those people.
Isn't it like you pick it for who you want?
I haven't
I have
got to
no
play
idea.
it yet, so I don't know.
Because
I
some
thought
of
it was
them are-
certain-
from the talks of how it's done, because some of them are premium, aren't they?
And some of them are in Japanese only, and that wouldn't
Yeah,
work
I think
for...
it's you get to choose.
Yeah, you pick it
Oh,
like
okay.
like the menu announcer, like old fighting games where it's like which announcer do you want for like the title. Like Johnny
Yeah.
Cage is in MK12, you can make him the announcer, which is
I
pretty
have-
funny.
I don't think I have him. I have Shao Kahn and Kronika as the announcers on the left.
Yeah, they added Johnny Cage in one of the combat passes.
I was thinking
Nice.
of
Okay.
the announcer from Rage 2.
Dude, Johnny Cage doesn't say their real names when you pick your character. He calls them something else. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Power Wash Simulator roadmap reveal. Next free update launches the week of April 18th. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon has been rated in Korea. That game's really coming out this year. It's crazy. And Fall Guys Creative Mode launches May 10th. And then rumor mill, there was some footage leaked online of a Persona 3 remake, as well as a new Jet Set Radio game, which I think we talked about last week.
Yeah, I hope that Jet Set Radio is true. Oh man, I hope that's true.
Hot Wheels Unleashed has sold over 2 million copies worldwide. Exoprimal announced some changes after the beta. There will now be story-related missions in Dino Survival, 10-player co-op missions, missions without direct PvP, more customization options for the suits, and a crossover with other Capcom IP.
Yeah, this game actually might be okay. Like I already enjoyed what I played, but the fact that you can now just shoot dinos with your friends, because I read on this. So you know how when we played that last mission where we had to collect those things or whatever, but was also getting shot to shit by the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just remove the other team. So they're saying that you basically it'll just be timed. So you'll be versus the other team in a time thing. So it'll be who can collect that stuff the fastest, but you won't be able to fight each other. Which
I'm
is,
okay with that
kinda
because
nice.
that was just kind of annoying. That was just too much going on.
Yeah, it was hella. Now I do hope that they keep where I don't know if you got to do it because you can use like the Dominator thing and you can take control of a dinosaur and it spawns you on the enemy team's side and you basically go over there and wreak havoc. So hopefully they keep that because that sort of thing should be necessary because you want to slow down the other team's progress. But yeah, having to fight them too, like yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Exoprimal now.
Yeah, and it's on Game Pass, so fuck it, why not?
Yep.
Remedy has a new logo, which was weird.
Can I just say, the original Remedy logo is one of those, like, classic, goddamn, that's a great logo design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The new one is...
I don't
the
like
new one
it.
is probably more accurate to the games that they're making now. But I don't like it. It looks very generic. It
Yeah.
looks like
What
the
did they change
Take-Two
it to?
logo.
This week. I
Oh.
can put it in the chat. Here's the
Like,
new
the original logo with that bullet for the...
Yeah, I love
space
their
and the
logo
art
with
was
the bullet.
brilliant. This one, again, like, it's not a terrible logo, but, like, it looks like it should be two R's.
Yeah.
But it
Remedy
does
something entertainment.
It does fit where they
Yeah.
are now because it has like a kind of a creepy ass. I mean,
The
yeah,
shift,
okay,
the shifting of
Yeah.
reality, sort of, yeah.
and that's what they're about. So maybe that is what that is. Maybe that's another letter coming off of the R, like shifting out of the R. Maybe they're going to change their name or something.
Oh, all right. Let's get that YouTube video with the thumbnail. What does this R mean? And
Let's do it.
I'm sure the comments on that YouTube video will tell you what that R means.
I tell you what, dude.
Right?
I'll tell you what, man. The YouTube community had a field day this week with Redfall. Holy shit! There were so many angry.
They probably made their
thumbnails.
$10.
So many angry thumbnails of like Microsoft fucked up.
Yep.
Microsoft is
Dirty
doomed.
frames.
They have the Tucker Carlson, I can't believe this is what you're saying to me face, because I don't understand the English language. That fucking butthead look. That's the best way I can describe it. That fucking
Yeah,
slack
basically.
jaw, like kind of squinted brow. Oh.
It's like that Dreamcast guy. I think is that the name of the video? The one
The
dude.
dude's name is
Puts up
Dreamcast
videos?
Guy. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
That face. That's the face.
That's
that I'm
that's
talking
every
Yeah, that's what I'm
face,
saying. That's
yeah.
the face. Yeah, they all look like that guy.
Sega is apparently in talks to buy Rovio.
I mean, why?
Yeah, like
I don't know. It's Sega.
Angry Birds is
Not there anymore.
yeah.
What if you put Angry Birds with Sonic?
Sonic Birds?
Listen,
Man.
now, if I were to shoot Sonic like a ball at things, then I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just going to play Spinball.
I was about to say, you could just play Sonic Pinball at that. Is that what Spinball is?
Yeah,
Didn't he have
Sonic
a
Spinball.
pinball game?
Spinball is the
Hey, they
pinball.
got
There's
pinball
actually two-
levels
Okay, yeah.
in Sonic
There's-
games, so it's fine.
Yeah, and then there's Sonic Pinball Party, but that's just actually them playing pinball on Sonic designed tables. Don't ask. It's so weird. There's actually a
Okay.
campaign in it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's a kid. Wow. Okay.
Well, why not? That's fine.
There's
There's a
a-
campaign in the NBA basketball game I'm playing right now, so
That's fair.
there's
Yeah. Right. fair.
so yeah, but Sonic Pinball Party is that they have to win pinball tables to defeat Eggman.
Dr. Robotnik.
And there's Sonic tables, which are like they use the songs from Sonic Advance, and then there's the Nights into Dreams table, and then there's the Samba de Amigo table.
Fucking right.
Wow.
Alright, last news story. Apparently Donna Burke, who recorded the original Snake Eater song, posted a picture of herself saying recording in progress with a picture of a Snake Eater logo. So yeah, that thing's happening, as it's been happening forever.
yeah, maybe I
Yeah,
can
I
play
mean, I think the only right, and if it's going to be exclusive or not, like that's what we're waiting on. It's probably going to be
Funnier,
exclusive.
be funnier if it's somehow related to
It's all
Death Stranding
exclusive.
too.
It's all exclusive. Every bit of it is exclusive. Silent Hill's exclusive. Final Fantasy's exclusive.
No, Silent Hill.
Metal Gear's exclusive.
Don't worry, Silent Hill. You'll want to be exclusive because I think it's going to be bad.
No, I don't want any
Yeah,
game to
it's-
be bad. I have all the
I
systems.
don't want.
I don't care. I
Listen, I don't want a game to be bad either.
but it is
No.
Bloober. So,
But it's Bloober Team, and yeah,
Yeah, old Bloober.
not the greatest of track records, especially when it has with the subject matter that Silent Hill 2 discusses. Like, they have a bad track record with the shit that Silent 2 is about.
All right, let's head over to the Twitter. I'll check email again here real quick. We didn't have any at the top of the show. We still don't have any. Okay, so close that out. Over to the Twitter. Shogun says, let's be honest, Redfall never looked that good. But I'm sure it plays fine. But the controversy that's going on with IGN is pointless. That site is dead for real opinions. The audience has moved to podcasts and YouTubers. That's why I'm here. You guys walk the walk and talk the talk.
Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right.
There it is.
Damn it.
There we go.
That was
Gamer
perfect.
Gamer Chat Radio says, Ken, to get the daily Play Game Pass Xbox Quest, you just need to load up Microsoft Solitaire on your iPhone or Android, and it pops. No need
This
to
is
load
true.
Forza on Game Pass Mobile like you bitch. Dude, I didn't even know, is Microsoft Solitaire on my iPhone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can,
I have
you can
it.
play it on your phone.
Where do you like
But-
that? Because I looked in the App Store and I didn't see it. Is it like in the Xbox app or something?
No, it's in the App
it's on-
Store.
Well, it's on Game Pass.
Well, Xbox doesn't have my Game Pass app on my phone. I don't think has a store.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you what it's called because I have it. It's it's literally just called Solitaire, Microsoft Solitaire Collection. I can send you the link. I can send you the link for it because I have an iPhone. But yeah, mine doesn't pop though. I don't get that achievement.
The
I don't know
Quest.
why. Yeah,
Oh, I found it. Microsoft Solitaire Collection. Dude, I play
Oh, okay.
Solitaire like all the time. Like it's
Yeah,
not
that'd
just
be
for the
cool.
Quest. It's because I enjoy playing fucking Solitaire. I ain't gonna lie.
I played on my Switch with what's the fuck stupid game collection is called.
I'm an old man
Um,
because I play Solitaire and I play jigsaw puzzles on video games. Like they're fun.
Yeah, but the best jigsaw puzzle game is
Well, I mean, it's the Glass
Glass Masquerade.
Masquerade.
Yeah.
the greatest jigsaw puzzle game ever, and both of them.
And then that sequel is so much fucking better than the first game.
I am still waiting on Last Masquerade 3.
I don't think we're gonna get one, unfortunately.
No, they have said they're working on it.
You follow them on Twitter?
Onyx Loot.
Right, man. I need Glass Masquerade 3. Like, I miss playing those games.
Yeah.
All right, I will try this because I haven't done my Game Pass quest today, so I'm gonna boot up Solitaire on my phone.
There you go.
I'm gonna check that out. That's all the tweets I got, though. I don't have any emails. If you want to tweet at us, you should do that. It's at ZTGD Podcast.
They can't hear you right now, Ken.
What?
They can't hear you. To tweet at us right now.
I meant in the future.
Well.
In the future, things will happen. Okay? Anyway. You can... you can tell it's been a long week for me. The goddamn duck has just been here the whole show, and nobody even calls it out.
What has been there the whole show?
The duck. Do you not keep hearing the duck? Somebody keeps quacking.
I'm not hearing it.
I'm not hearing it at all.
There it is.
There it is.
That was me that time.
Totally been me every time. Like, I just randomly am like, quack.
I hear it every time, and I just like, nobody's going to call? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, man.
This is a nightmare.
This is a nightmare. I wish I'd have never told y'all what's happening.
They should have never gave us sound effects.
I'm going to ban it. It's going to go back to the old episodes where we used to have Arnold Schwarzenegger talking.
No.
Jesus Christ. Who told you could have my cookies? If you
Oh, God, I got something to show you guys in a minute.
Oh.
That's never good from Drew.
Turn on the webcam, Drew. Let's go.
Weird Reddit post.
No, it's nothing like that.
If you want to send us an email, it's podcasts@ztgd.com. If you want to follow us on Twitter, I don't know why you would. I'm at ZTGD. Drew is at DMO Fury. Terrence is at Lord Magnus. Ryan's at Wombat RP. Anthony's not on Twitter. God damn it. I'm gonna have to remove
these sounds are actually coming through to the recording, because if not, a lot of these laughs are going to miss some context.
I checked it.
Oh, yeah,
they do. They do.
All right.
I checked it. God damn it. How do I turn this off in this thing? Disable sound. There we go. Oh, no, I don't know. I'll look at it later. Phoenix Down, Halo Reach. The first episode this week.
Yes.
Oh, that was a perfectly timed duck.
Oh, the duck is everywhere. Alright, so Phoenix Down, first episode this week?
Yes. Thank you.
Should have never gave these motherfuckers powers.
I mean, whatever. This has been entertaining. I'm sure the listeners probably will enjoy themselves.
I think the duck
probably
is my new favorite.
Yes, the whole time they're gonna be listening. Like, what the fuck is that duck? What is that?
That's our new mascot. This
Man.
Duck. What up, Duck?
Listen, we've been doing this thing long enough that we ain't never entertained anybody ever. As long as we can entertain ourselves, that's all that matters.
I needed a good laugh this week, and boy, I got it. Oh, but anyway, that's it for this week. Unless anybody has anything else. I'm about to pass out. I'll get the fuck out of here in peace, bitches.
Alrighty, and it goes something like this.